How great is our God. How sing with me, and how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. How great.
This is RevMichelleMann.
So we've got breaking news. We had this information yesterday, but we wanted to dig a little bit deeper, and some of it got out last night. We were all trying to figure out why in the world all this information has been, who's getting access to this classified intelligence, because it used to be just the NSA. The National Security Agency had the administration, under an executive order signed by Ronald Reagan, everything went to them, and they decided if other agencies needed to see it. Well, this changes, and it literally changes in the very last hours of the Obama administration, which gives access now to 13 different agencies and their teams. So it changed dramatically the distribution and dissemination of classified information. So Professor Hutchinson's been working on this since yesterday. He found this. He found the rule change. I'm holding it for our friends on Facebook and Periscope. This is really serious. This is a really dangerous development, and it literally happened, Harry, in the last 13 days of the Obama administration, because it was not signed off by Loretta Lynch, the Attorney General, until January 3rd.
Absolutely.
So what do we have here?
So I think, Jay, you are absolutely correct that government bureaucrats, particularly within the intelligence community, have launched a soft coup aimed at the Trump administration. As Eli Lake of Bloomberg reports, Michael Flynn's demise amounts to nothing less than a political assassination. This assassination required the active connivance of the Obama administration and their loyalists, and the news media, richly assisted by the intelligence community itself. It's very possible that members of the intelligence community have committed criminal misconduct in disclosing secret information.
I've got, by the way, just hold on for folks. No, we'll get into a whole discussion about the Espionage Act, because there's serious violations here. I mean, serious violations. The problem is, Harry, before, if you were going to investigate this, as Jason Chaffetz says they were going to, or as the Intelligence Committee would do, or the FBI, you had a very limited pool of people.
Absolutely.
Now that pool has expanded, 13-fold.
Yes, and that means that the possibility that leaks will occur has expanded exponentially.
Yeah. So there's more sources available to communicate. It doesn't mean what they did, by the way, was legal. I don't want to... That they got the information, these other agencies, may be legal under this new executive order amendment for the rules that were signed by President Obama's team. But the leaking of it doesn't... It's not legal to leak it still, but it gave more people access.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so Paul Sperry has suggested that President Obama, before he left office, created what might be called a shadow government, designed to protect his legacy and designed to subvert the incoming Trump administration. And so far, at least, it looks like it's succeeding.
All right, so here's what you've got. And then we get Dan involved in the conversation. And Logan, let's take a phone call here. The ACLU, just so everybody knows, the American Civil Liberties Union, has called the move an erosion of the rules intended to protect the privacy of Americans. Now, this was a change. Understand this. Since the 1980s, only the NSA had access to this information. That's the way it was. And they would determine where it would go. That was how it was set up. Now, under the new rules, signed by Loretta Lynch on January 3rd of this year, with basically, at that point, 17 days to go in the Obama administration, they changed it so 13 additional agencies had access to it. And as Harry said, this almost creates the ability of a shadow intelligence government from the Obama loyalists. And Than, I know that this is getting reverberations on Capitol Hill, but this is a very, very serious situation.
Well, the worst time to make a change like this, Jay, and expand the sphere of people who can access information like this is when it's clear you cannot protect the information with the people that already have access to it. And we've seen that with leak after leak after leak. But listen, Jay, we have seen this timing issue on any number of issues. You think about Israel policy. You think about Russia policy. Time and time again, the Obama administration made a change that they were not willing to live under, so they made it right at the end of their term. And now the Trump administration is having to live under it. Listen, this is something that Mike Pompeo and the others that are coming in under Donald Trump, they are going to have to get a hold on this and get a hold on it fast.
Yeah, here's the problem, and this is, Harry, the problem is now the pool of people that you've got to go after is much broader. So
Absolutely.
before it was, I mean, I heard a couple of friends of mine, former Justice Department lawyers, I know this as a former Treasury lawyer, when you had a pool of people that was narrow, just the NSA, that kind of clearance, it was a small group of people. So your investigative capability on a leak was much more restricted. This opens it up literally 13-fold, besides the fact that it was done at the last moment. So how serious is it? And underscore again, I think, for our audience, the importance of the fact that this creates a shadow intelligence agency.
Jay, you're absolutely right. So under the new procedures, someone in Intelligence Agency A could request raw signal intelligence. They could claim that it's necessary to advance a mission. So let's presume that this individual is an Obama loyalist.
Yep, which is a pretty good presumption.
And so they can request information concerning, for instance, General Flynn. On January the 12th, David Ignatius of the Washington Post broke a story about General Flynn, and that opened the floodgates.
Right.
So essentially what happened, I think, is that information was leaked. It was leaked to a compliant media, and the media then spread the story, and it has taken down General Flynn.
And they're aiming for others.
My fear is, and you're right, that they will attempt to take down additional Trump officials going forward.
I think we've got a soft coup. I think that's what this is within the intelligence agency.
This is RevMichelleMann. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.
Darkness tries to hide, and all will see my heart racing, trembles at his voice. How great is our God.